We are really excited tonight to have Vice Admiral Conn, the commander of 3rd Fleet, with us. And we'll talk more about that in a while, and how that links into what the Commandant's doing with the Commandant's planning guidance and all things naval integration. But Scott, Commander, thank you, or Admiral, thank you for being here, sir. And also, Admiral Conn is joined by his shipmate here, Command Master Chief Davis. Thank you for being here, shipmate. So thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. Here's the point. Colonel Tim Mundy was just here earlier. Last year we supported 65,000 Marines, gave away 173 libraries for the Commandant's professional reading list, recognized and awarded over 5,000 Marines. That's all the way from recruit depot honor grads, every MOS school, all the way up to the Leftwich Trophy. So the point is, we did this, we're able to do this based on 2 things: generous donations or membership dues. Folks who remember their professional association. I want to ask you for a show of hands, but I'll bet you just about everyone in here has read the Commandant's planning guidance. That thing is packed with great information. And a lot of you are working it right now, perhaps as part of an OPT, a planning team, or some other group. Arguably, the #1 theme of that document is naval integration. And that's why we're so excited tonight to have Vice Admiral Conn kicking off our talk. And so, but here's what we're doing. We're not stopping tonight. So the 20th of February, we're going to be in Okinawa supporting Lieutenant General Stacy Clarity. And the commander of 7th Fleet is going to come over from mainland Japan to be our guest speaker. And then we're going to go on 1 April to Camp Lejeune, supporting Lieutenant General Brian Boudreaux, and Vice Admiral Woody Lewis from 2nd Fleet is going to come speak to us. That's that naval integration theme that's woven right in there, the blue-green relationship that exists between those MEF commanders and their fleet counterparts. So we're really happy to be part of it tonight. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask the chaplain, the father, to join me up here to say the invocation, and then after dinner, I'm going to come back up and I'm going to introduce Vice Admiral Conn. Father. And I want to thank each and every one of you. As I've said before, they're part of this organization associated with the Marine Corps Association for one of 2 things: either and or both, to connect with Marines and the Marine Corps, or just because they love the Corps. And the answer is probably both of them. But I think it's safe to say that consistent with where the Commandant wants to go with his planning guidance and all things naval integration, this special relationship that starts at the top. So the Commandant of the Marine Corps and the Chief of Naval Operations, I would offer to you, from what I've seen, because I still see, even though I'm a civilian, I see into that Pentagon, their relationship is as strong as it's ever has been.
This is a high-end fight is going to be a different fight, and we must be prepared for that. But the training also isn't just for those individual operators. It has to stimulate training from the operational commander on down. Because the tactics we use today are complex. It is not tactics where you deconflict, you coordinate, or you integrate. They are interdependent of each other. Everyone has to be good. You're only as strong as the weakest link in the chain. This is a high-end fight is going to be a different fight, and we must be prepared for that. But the training also isn't just for those individual operators. It has to stimulate training from the operational commander on down. Because the tactics we use today are complex. It is not tactics where you deconflict, you coordinate, or you integrate. They are interdependent of each other. Everyone has to be good. You're only as strong as the weakest link in the chain.
And the fact that I think the world grows smaller by the day with the rapid development and delivery of new technologies. Those technologies that the U.S. used to have a monopoly on, and we no longer do. Long-range weapons, cyber, things that can reach out and touch us at home, advanced communications, and all things that operate in the electromagnetic spectrum. I'm talking the various sensors and apertures that may be in space, that may be on airplanes, that may be on ships.
Therefore, we owe those people an environment in which to do that. And like I said, Admiral Nimitz was not surprised by anything in World War II except kamikazes because of various war games. My view is I owe that same type of environment exposure down to the tactical level. Because if you see something for the first time in combat, you may pause. And you may not have the time to do so. Now, in closing, the blue-green team is fast, flexible, agile, and most of all, lethal. Our naval team steams and flies to the sound and smell of gunpowder. That is what we do. We steam the conflict, or we steam the crisis in respect to a humanitarian assistance disaster relief, and we figure it out on the way. That is part of our DNA, in part because of the domain and conditions that we operate in from the maritime environment. So it has been my honor and privilege to be here tonight. I think starting with the band just gives me a sense of pride about the energy that's in this room. So thank you for inviting me, and we will take no questions because there's no mics.